Welcome to Different Walks, Different Talks. We're back and now we're going to talk about the architecture photos that you have. You sent me a collection too. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Like the color gradient I felt like was kind of different from your normal iPhone photos and stuff. It was like more, I don't know, like the feeling was like there was more feeling.
There's the feeling, yeah.
But I don't know how to say it. But yeah, do you want to explain like how you set about like capturing these photos?
Yeah, of course. I like to find details in a building or just a scene that I really, really like. Whether it's just trees or just a window or something, or if it's just the whole building itself. When I'm framing, that's the main thing I look at. I look at what do I like about this.
Okay.
So I think I sent you that one photo of the back of Central Library with the trees and the concrete, and it's
right. There's trees in the concrete.
Yeah, and that's called brutalist architecture.
Oh, that's what the vibe you were capturing. Now that you say it, I totally get it. Yeah, it is brutalist.
It's like eco-brutalist, modern. Like that's what I wanted to capture from it.
Right.
And I got that. Obviously, I was really happy about it. And the color is all about the feeling you want to get from it.
Yeah, you kind of had like a yellowish gradient color or something.
Yeah, it was like green, yellowish.
How do you decide what color feel? Like, how did you go about that part?
That's a good question. I find that it's about what do I want to emphasize in the photo. So like I really focused on the grays, the greens, and the oranges in most of those photos because you got the orange, the greens.
The orange is like ground.
Yeah,
because of the birch.
Yeah, and then you have the green canopies, trees.
Yeah.
You got the gray from the concrete, and that's just like you really want to focus on that. You don't want to get anything else.
Oh, so you don't want like a random purple gradient or blue gradient.
Exactly. You don't want random stuff showing up. So like I know in those photos, I remember I had a lady. I don't think I sent you that photo, but I had a lady walk into the frame. It looked good, but she had a red shirt on.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on Lightroom and I'm gonna just turn the reds all the way down, and now her shirt's gray.
Oh.
And now you don't even notice it.
Right.
So you do a lot of that color adjusting in those types of photos.
Like what you're trying to focus on, I guess.
Sorry?
Like what you're trying to focus on in the picture, right?
Yeah, color is a big thing when it comes to architecture because it really diverts your attention to different points.
Right.
That's when I really focus on color. Composition's a big thing, but you can always crop stuff afterwards.
Right, I see.
But the foreground background stuff's a big aspect too.
Can you explain how foreground background works?
Foreground's what's in front of the thing you're focusing on most of the time.
Oh, I see.
You have your foreground, midground, background.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard of this before. Yeah.
So your foreground, like
so in that photo with the library, like what counts as the foreground? Do you remember?
So let's take the example the photo of the library from the front that I sent you.
Yeah.
The foreground would be the grass in front of you. It would be sort of the trees close to you. Midground would be closer to your object, or it could be your target object.
So kind of like the pavement there?
Yeah, it could be the library itself even. And the background would be the sky, whatever you see behind it.
I see.
But you can place your object of interest in any of those three spots.
And when do you want to pick like either one? Like how do you go about deciding where you want to pick it? Yeah.
Well, landscape photography, basically you're focusing on your midground and your background. Same as like that wide field architecture stuff, like the front photo of the library. I'm focusing less on what's in front of me foreground wise.
Yeah.
And I'm focusing on the library itself.
So you have it as a background or midground?
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
But when you're doing like portrait photography,
that's when you want this object on foreground, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you're getting that in your foreground, more like your midground. You're just focusing just on that, nothing before or behind. Because usually we talk about aperture.
Yeah.
You get it blurred out, you're all good.
Yeah. Oh, right. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of moving parts.
Right.
And there's a lot of moving parts.
Right. I see. And then so you go about like architecture. Like, how do you find a good architecture? Do you just go on strolls? You just walk around and you just like that building is the one, or like how do you find it?
So when I was younger, I'd always just take the bus around Burlington, and I would always just walk around.
Me and my buddies in the city.
You know Esteban, right?
Oh yeah, that guy's like a wanderer.
Yeah, we used to skateboard together. We're not associated anymore, but we used to be skate guys. We skateboard all across Burlington. And
I was on one of those trips. I was there for one.
Were you?
Yeah, there was one where you did graffiti on the bridge. We'll get to later. I was there with Ashwin. Don't know if you remember that.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I literally have a photo of you just looking up at me.
Dude. Oh my God. I have no idea what you're talking about. When was
You don't?
That?
I'll show you that later. I'll show you that later for the
See,
urban.
this is what happens when you go to so many places. You lose.
Right. That's the only
small
one I
details.
remember because that was the only time I've ever done like.
Oh wait, no, that
Tyler.
was by the tree tracks, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
Now you remember.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever done something remotely like that. So I thought it was so cool. So I remember all the
That
time.
was my first place I ever went, like that's the closest.
Really?
That was
That's
my
the first place?
Yeah, that was my first place.
Wow.
Me and my skate
That's my
guys
first place
brought it.
too.
Ah, that's
Because
wicked.
like you were there because Ashton was like, let's go meet him there.
Yeah, spray painting.
That was cool. Yeah,
that was pretty fun. But
So yeah, so you go about on the bus and you explore and you find.
I
buildings
explore. I
that pop out to you.
find buildings. Libraries are great.
Libraries.
Libraries are great because they're almost, especially in the GTA, almost all of them are brutalist. You go
Yeah,
to
they
Hamilton,
are.
their central library is brutalist. Toronto, most
Back
of
in
them
New
are
Zealand's
brutalist.
Hamilton, the university, that photo you took of the brutalist wall in the tree, identical to the Waikato University back in New Zealand.
Really?
Identical.
That's
I
wicked.
almost thought it was the exact same thing because it was the walk, the tree, and the wall.
Yeah.
Like I have a memory of that exact same scene there. It's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how different places have the same architecture.
Yeah, and yeah, it's really neat.
Do you ever take houses?
No, my dad told me not to. People aren't
Right.
a fan of it when you point a camera at their house. It's
Right. Yeah.
like, get out of here.
Like who's that
But,
kid down there? They can blow my house. Who are they?
Yeah, it's not exactly appropriate.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I tried, then my dad was like, stop doing that. I was like, all right,
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Especially in the US, you don't want to be doing
Get shot, dude.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. Have you ever thought about going to like Toronto, like downtown Toronto, and like just like take photos?
I've never gone there for photos, but it's been an idea. I find that I like, I don't know why I haven't, honestly.
You should do it.
I should, I really should.
I have some recommendations for you after this.
Yeah,
There's like
send
this
me-
one
send me
library I went to with Ashwin. You will love it. The brutalist architecture. It's like a library. It's like slanted this way. It's like there's a lot of slants.
That's
both
wicked.
ways, and then they have like a main entrance, a side entrance, another side entrance, and then once you go in there, there's a sub library inside the big library called like the Library of Exotic Old Books. We went in there. There was books from like 1600, 1400, and they were displayed. And it was a really, really sick place. They have, it's called the Thomas Fisher Rare Books Library.
I've heard of that, yeah. I've heard of
Yeah,
that,
we went there like during decade. We were like, we have so much time before our thing. Let's wander about. So we went there. It was so sick. Like inside, the inside of the tiny library was set up like a pentagram this way and then this way, and then you have a middle pentagram in here where they do displays.
That is
and
so
then you
neat.
see just books lined everywhere, and it was so old, but you have no entry point to them. But you can definitely take some sick photos there.
That's wicked, I'll check that out, yeah.
You should check that out. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Also on infrastructure, I wanted to ask you, like, have you ever thought about like drone photography, or is that a field that you just haven't really touched in?
I feel like I like having it in my hands. Like I like being able to see exactly what I'm doing.
Like from your perspective?
From my perspective, I've always liked, if I can see it, you can see it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it
Like,
does kind of make sense.
The moment was captured on the ground, I wanted to stay there, you know?
Yeah.
I think drone photography is very cool, don't get me wrong. Like those guys, those very cool stuff. One of my buddies, Yusuf, he's into that.
Uh-huh.
But it's just never really been appealing to me.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, so can I talk about like there was ones you took like, I don't know if they're called architecture photography, but they're like kind of related. You know when you went to like Los Angeles and you took those photos?
Los Angeles.
Was it Los Angeles or California? Like,
Oh, it was
the Golden
San Francisco
State,
one, right?
San Francisco,
the Golden
sorry.
State
Yeah, the Golden State Bridge.
Golden
Why
Gate
am I
Bridge.
thinking it's in California?
Golden State Bridge.
Golden State Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge, and like there was one photo you took of like this city. I don't know. That was like I really love that photo.
with
It's
the
not on your
bridge in the
Instagram
back?
anywhere. Yeah, I couldn't find it on Instagram anymore. But it's like way back, and you
I
have to.
think I took it down. I can send it to you. Yeah.
Together. That was like one of my most favorite ones. You like. I don't know what you focus on in the distance, but it was something. Was it a train going past or something?
I have no idea. I can send you the
It's so
folder,
cool.
but yeah.
And what are those photos like? Are those called infrastructure photos? Are those like street photography?
I would call it like travel photography.
Travel photography.
Travel
Right, that's the
photography
word.
is a really big thing.
That
for
makes
me.
sense.
Yeah,
That
'cause
makes sense. Yeah.
that was when I still had the small Canon camera. My parents were like, "We're going to San Francisco."
Oh, that was using the Canon camera. Wow.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And that was really my first big practice, where it's like, all right, if I'm going out, I need to know what I'm doing.
So you did a lot of research and stuff like that.
I did a lot of research. I actually found this place. Oh, it was the streetcar.
I think so. Yeah, the streetcar.
yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
So that was Caroline and something. There was.
And I think it was perfectly set up at the back or something.
Yeah, there was.
And when you captured it, I was like, wow, that's so artistic. And you took it down. I was like, damn it, it's not there.
Yeah, I kind of purged my Instagram a bit.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
The old ones, you're like,
Yeah.
that's noob stuff. So
No, I saw that. I saw the same photo from the same intersection in an art store 4 blocks away, and I was like,
right, because I swear I saw those type of
I need
photos
to
before.
do that.
Yeah.
I need to do that. So I was like, Dad, I know we've got to go to a dinner reservation in 40 minutes, but like we're so close to this. Can we please go take this photo?
He's like, oh, fine.
So basically, I guess so, because he can't really say no to that. It's like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for me.
I see.
So he's like, all right, let's go. Mom and brother went to restaurant. We went over here, and we waited 15 minutes for the streetcar, lined it all up, got the shot. First try.
First try. Wow, this is a first try photo.
Yeah, and my dad was standing behind me, like making sure no cars hit me, because you're in the middle of a road.
Oh, you're in the middle of the road? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You were just standing there?
Just standing there taking the photo, and I was like, I think that's gonna be one of the best photos I'll get in my lifetime. Like that's gonna be my top 10.
Yeah, that one there.
Like that one there, that was one of the perfectly set up, and I was only 13 at the time when I got that photo, and I just got really lucky with it.
Yeah. Oh, you were only 13 when you...
I was only 13 when we went there, yeah. Wow. Same as the Golden Gate Bridge photo. That was pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, I know. And also, like, what were the Chinatown photos and stuff? What was that? Was that the same place?
Chinatown.
You had some
that was, yeah.
Yeah, I really love that one because it gave me that vibe of Chinatown. You know when you took, like, the lanterns?
Yes. Oh,
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was part of a reel, I think, yeah.
Part of a what?
A reel, Instagram reel that I put up.
Oh, yeah. And, like, how do you, like, for those photos, like that lantern one, how did you know to take it?
Going back to the details thing, I think it's just like the small details that you don't notice when you're there, but the things that make up the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It's like...
But all you got was lantern and sky, you know? There wasn't any like old like auntie on the side to get the feel, you know? It was just lantern and sky and you got the feeling. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird.
it's
a weird description.
It's the small details that I really like. If I were to take a photo of this scene...
Yeah, like what would you go about? Yeah.
I would really go for that pedal board down there. That's just something that adds to it. I really like it.
Okay.
The microphones, man. It's just like the things that make it up that you... I don't know. It's just this tiny things. Yeah. It's the small things for me.
Would you say you kind of have a gift for photography? Would you say like some sort of talent?
Everything takes talent, so I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of do.
Yeah,
like you kind of have a natural instinct of what to take.
Music and photography have really been my big thing.
Music and photography. Yeah. Gotcha. Huh. So you haven't really dabbled in the drone, and it's not like your style.
No, man, no.
Not like the big ones when they fly up the mountains and
they play
the music in the background of the golden hour.
What I find cool is the guys who like fly drones around abandoned places that like mock Jesus. You know those guys who take those little tiny FPV drones?
Yeah.
And they have the setup and they just rip it around a building.
No. I have seen those, but
I'll send you a video.
Not often.
I always found those so cool.
It's when they can fly really fast through buildings and stuff. Yeah, I've seen those. Do you mean abandoned ones or like?
Yeah, they usually do it through.
I've seen some even in workplaces. I saw a really cool drone video of like going into like the finals for like the Boston Celtics or something.
That's dope.
That was one of the coolest drone photos video I've ever seen. Yeah. Like they flew through everything. Like the car photography. Like how do you go about like taking the photos? Like what are some different styles you go to? Because you sent me a lot which is like the front of the car and you have like the inside of the car through some sort of... I don't know how you got to the inside of the car actually. Where did you get there? Second door in or something?
Was it on the red car?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's my grandpa's Valiant. There's this, so you have the window and then you have this tiny thing called a smoke window where if it's raining and you want to smoke a cigarette, you hold your hand out the smoke window. Oh. It's just this little triangle maybe like this big.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little handle, you push it out. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of took a photo through there of the dashboard, I think it was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. But style-wise, I find that there's specific photos you want to get when you're taking photos of a car. You want to get a front shot. You want to get a quarter shot of the headlights. You want to get a back shot of the tail lights. You want to get all the details that tell you what is this car.
Right.
It depends on where you are, but a lot of the times it's also about the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Like if I was out in the mountains, obviously I'd be taking different photos than if I was just at a parking lot, because there's nothing appealing about a Costco parking lot.
No, there isn't. You have to really focus on the object in that case, so you don't want anything in the background, I guess.
Exactly, or you really want to frame it so there isn't much in the background. So then you'd be taking photos down low, looking up.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of cancel out everything else.
I see, that makes sense. Because from up here you capture a lot of unnecessary random stuff.
Exactly, man. So you want to get a lot. You want to get a lot of different photos. I actually have a list on my phone somewhere. I'd have to find it. but it's just
What's
a
the
shot
list?
list.
A shot list of
A
different
shot
shots.
list of good angles, good views that I should always use.
You mind if sending that to me?
I'll send it to you. Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna steal everything you have
yeah.
and try to use it.
Well, I mean, like I don't gatekeep, man. Like
Right,
if
yeah.
someone can get good at the same craft as me, I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all for it. Obviously, you get a little jealous when they start to catch up to you.
Right, I
But
see.
as Tammy, you're like, oh well, good for them, you know. Like they're
Have you ever met some guy at your car show that's also taking photos?
all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've met
Do you
some
ever
guys-
talk to them and stuff? Like what?
Always. Yeah, it's like, hey, what are you shooting on? That's always how you start it. What camera are you using? And you're like, oh, let's see some photos. Oh, do you have an Instagram? This and that.
Oh, yeah?
And I in my bedroom, I have a wall of a ton of memorabilia and stuff from times that I like to remember. And one of them is actually a Polaroid that one of these guys gave me
Oh yeah.
of I think it was a Dodge Challenger.
That's sick.
And he was another photographer there. He was like, oh, here's my business card. And he prints Polaroids out. And on the back of it is his business card.
Oh,
so it's so dope. I put it up there just to remember he's a pretty cool guy.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's one guy who he was one who actually helped me out with my shot list.
Well, yeah,
asked
he
him, hey,
helped you.
like-
So these guys are also really helpful. Like they're like, oh, some kids trying to get good at photography. I'll help them out. You know,
Exactly.
they're not there to squish you or like
Yeah.
they don't have a big ego. or anything
We're
like
all
that,
on the same team.
right. I see.
Unlike where like certain sports or certain forms of art.
Right, yeah.
Piano, like
Yeah.
I know when I used to play piano in like RCM, that's incredibly competitive. Like it's
What's RCM? Sorry.
Royal Conservatory of Music. You can
Oh,
either take the
right.
Suzuki method or the RCM method. I took the RCM for 8 years.
Oh wow.
So
Oh, I didn't even know you play piano that much.
yeah, man. Yeah, I've been playing for 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
We could talk about that later.
Yeah.
What the heck? I didn't even know that took out.
I play piano, guitar, clarinet, and
Oh, you're that much of a music guy?
Yeah.
How do I not know this, bro?
I don't
I just
talk
know
about
you
it
for
much.
photography and urban exploration.
yeah. I got into piano when I was younger. You know Lauren Chan?
Yeah.
Funny enough, in 4th grade, I saw her playing piano. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I want to do that.
Oh, she inspired you to play piano.
she,
Oh, that's sick.
indirectly, she inspired me to play piano.
Huh.
So I talked to my mom. I was like, Mom, I begged her. I was like, Mom, I really, really want to get into piano.
Yeah?
Because at the time, I had a lot of interests. Kids with ADHD, you hop between interests.
All right.
It can be a problem at times because you'll invest
We can
so much
talk about
money.
that too later. It's a lot to talk about with you.
You invest so much into something and then you're like, oh, I'm not really interested anymore.
Right.
I can't remember
Unless you
what the
have
word
like an
for it
Asian
is.
parent that's
You're
like, you're doing
it.
it. I don't care if you're not
Yeah.
interested. It's like, what's that word called? It's like your mind drifts. There's a word to show it. Like you skip around.
I know the word.
Lack of attention?
No, like the word for hyperfixation.
Hyperfixation?
Hyperfixation is when you get so hyperfixated on something, you get so into something, and then it just kind of goes away.
Oh, that's what hyperfixation is? I thought hyperfixation was you're like focus on it forever.
No.
Oh,
that's
it's like you focus on it a lot and then you just don't.
Yeah, or it could be on a moderate extent, but like hyperfixation is when you really kind of block everything. You could hyperfixate on your homework.
Right.
Or you could hyperfixate into a hobby. Like, you know when you're doing
rather
an
do the
assignment
latter.
and you don't get up to go take a piss, you don't get up to eat.
Yeah, right.
You're just locked in.
Oh,
You're
okay.
hyperfixated.
I see.
That's
a
a
good
big thing with like folks with ADHD have. You're either not doing it or you're hyperfixated.
Oh, okay.
I find that's a big thing with me. Like when I'm at the library, it's either I'm on Instagram looking at trucks or I haven't taken a piss in 4 hours. Like I'm
Yeah.
locked the hell in.
Right, I see. Wow.
But
Yeah.
also before I say anything else, should I keep it not vulgar? Do you care?
Maybe keep it like a little bit so it's like still on YouTube.
Okay.
And in the future, I might get monetization.
Okay,
That's it. That's the only
All right,
thing.
so yeah, you'll have to beep out some stuff.
That's the only thing.
All right, gotcha. I'll
Yeah.
be careful with that. So yeah, the whole music thing, yeah. So I started piano.
That's
My mom was like, the reason she wasn't really keen on me getting into it, buying a piano, it's not cheap.
right.
Actually, my parents are all about, if you're gonna buy something nice. Because you don't want to buy something cheap, it breaks, you have to buy another one.
Right. That's
So like
not
everything I
right.
do, I usually buy nice stuff. Like these jeans, they're nice, they're real nice jeans. I only have 3 pairs. But I can wear these to work because I starch them. And dirt comes right off. They're real nice jeans. I haven't had to replace them in 3 years.
Right, I see.
And they look
Oh, they look new.
They look brand new.
Yeah, what the heck?
Because I bought really nice Levi's and they're just
Oh,
like,
okay, I see.
yeah, man.
Wow. That's like a whole philosophy right there too.
Yeah, man. Like if you're gonna do something, do it right.
And that's how you approach photography as well.
Exactly. It's like I'm not gonna half-ass something. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go all in.
For the car shows, sorry to jump back to the car shows.
Go
but
for it.
Yeah. When you went to like the different shows like your grandpa took you, did you ever go to other shows as well? Like The Toronto one, I think they have one too.
So there's weekly ones in our area.
Oh, there
Over
is?
at, you know where Dorval Plaza is over in Oakville?
No, I don't know my addresses or
That's
anything.
all right,
I don't know
man.
my city, like my like.
Oh yeah, you're
not
from.
city, like,
when
I
did you
don't-
come here from New Zealand?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh really? So
Yeah.
you're okay.
I just don't know. Like I never like I didn't drive around much, so because I didn't have my G1 or G2 at that time. But so I don't really like memorize like the Guelph line or like you know. So I don't know.
Anyways, over by Dorval, they have weekly
car shows.
car shows.
Old car shows.
Yeah, classic car shows. And,
Right,
but you always
classic
have
car
the new Corvettes and Mustangs. They all park away from everybody else. Just kind of keep everything separate, you know.
I
If you want to
see.
go see old cars, you look over here. But it's the Rotary Club used to sanction it out. Same as Canadian Tire over by our school. Right over there, every Monday, there's a car show there.
Oh really?
Yeah, they actually start this Monday. I'm going there with my grandpa this Monday.
Wait, I should go
remembered,
check
yeah.
it out
You
on
should
Monday.
totally check it out,
I should
'cause
totally check it out.
I liked it when I started working at Active Green and Ross, right over there. You'd always see all the classic cars roll in. You'd hear all the muscle cars fly down Fairview. And everyone's like up against the glass looking at it. You drop your tools, you go look.
That's so sick.
But it's
I
it's,
never got really into like the car stuff because like I had no one to lead me into that like passion or hobby. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I've been
In New Zealand, there's a lot of old car shows. Yeah, all the time. You see people driving everywhere.
it's pretty neat. I've been around that type of stuff since I could walk.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been wrenching, I've been working around cars. It's just been my life.
That's sick. Wow. There was one really interesting story. Like when I went disc golfing with my dad, we found this one place called Winter Farm. And it's like out in the middle of nowhere, this one guy's farm, he made 36 holes for disc golf. So we went there with our like little discs. We went there, we parked into the farm, no one was there. So it was like a private course. I remember it was like the 18th hole or like 27th, like something far in. In the distance, I saw like a parking, like a old car cemetery of like all these old, beautiful classic cars. And they just all parked in like a field in the middle of nowhere in this farm. There was like 40, I'm not even joking to you or lying. But that was
so cool. Where was that?
Wait, I can actually show you the address.
Dude,
like,
please,
in
I
the
would love to
future.
check that out. You just have my eyes like light up.
Yeah, I can see, I can tell. So you want to steal one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool though. Yeah, there was like the black ones. I don't even know. Like, you know, like the ones where they're curved at the back?
There's a lot of them.
But you know, like those styles. So they were all really old. And I think some of like the tires were not even there. So it was like a cemetery of those old cars.
So cool.
It was there. I was like, wow, that's so sick.
Was it fenced in or like?
I
literally
don't
just-
really remember, but I don't think it was, to be honest.
I've got to. Oh, and I guess that doesn't really matter for me.
Yeah, and I guess it's not like trespassing either because they have their whole farm up for disc golfing. So like
So it was on
they're
the
okay with
property.
visitors coming in,
That is so cool.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, please do send me that address. I'd
Yeah.
love to
I hope I'm not like misleading you here. I
No, no.
hope I remembered it right.
That's really cool.
If not, I'm sorry. If
No,
people
don't even
drive up
worry
there,
about
and
it.
it's not
I won't
there.
be- I'll forget it by the
It's a
evening,
cool
dude.
farm though.
Yeah,
It's a cool farm though.
pretty neat.
In the future, if you have a chance, you should probably go check that
Oh
out.
yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah. If you vibe with this combo, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that sub button. We'll catch you next time on Different Walks, Different Talks.